Guys, welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about techniques that allowed me to go from graduating fourth in high school in the fourth quartile to graduating top of my class in college. These all techniques are worked on me from freshman year all the way to senior year. Let's get started. The first point, go to class. And I know everyone thinks that's so easy. What do you mean? That's what I mean. Go to class. Don't miss a single day of class. Yeah, I'm talking to you. A lot of people, all my friends, anyone I know, they miss class. And then they come to me and they say, Rohan, I'm failing. What do I do? I don't want to fail. My parents are going to get mad. I want to pass. I don't want to retake the class. And I'm sitting there thinking, and they went, come on, do something. Help me. They look so sad. In my mind, I go, should I feel sad for them? I know it's mean, but why would I feel sad for them? Would you feel sad for someone that got fired from their job because they didn't show up? No, you're not going to feel sad. You'd rather be angry. You're misusing your job. That's what I felt. I didn't feel sad. I felt angry. What's wrong with you? You think if you don't go to class, you're going to pass. That's arrogant, right? This is why I want to make this video, so you're not one of these people. Going to class is so important because you're not going to know what the professor has to say. You're not going to know if there are any changes. You're not going to know how he's teaching it or she's teaching it. The exams are made by them. You should listen to them. That's common sense. The other thing is, do not miss a single day of class. If you miss one, you're more likely to miss another, then another, then another, then another. So don't miss a single day of class. I've had so many days I put all-nighters doing God knows what. My friends go to sleep. We're up till 7 a.m. My friends are going to sleep. I am trying to stay awake from 7 to 10. I have a 10 o'clock class. I'm drinking coffee, playing games, just sitting and wondering why am I not going to sleep. Those days were the hardest. I still went to class. Because I knew if I pull an all-nighter and don't go to class, I'm also going to do that the next day I do pull an all-nighter, the next day. It's easier to keep something 100% of the time than 98% of the time. This is why go to class regardless is very important. If the only thing I can keep you with here are 2 points. One is go to class. The other one I'll come to near the end of the video. The second point I would say is do your homework by yourself. I know there's so many different things, and you're gonna say, but why? Why can't I just go out, have fun with my friends, instead of sitting there and doing homework? Homework sucks. We all know that. But if you do your homework by yourself or try to do it by yourself, you'll realize, one, if you can do it or not. Two, it'll help you when you have an exam. Because you'll know, I didn't know how to do this homework. I had to find the answers online. Let me go and start with this chapter on an exam, a day or week before an exam. That's why it's important. The second thing is you also realize what is being taught. If you don't look at the homework and find all the answers online, you're not gonna go, this is being taught right now, so I need to do this. Stuff like that. That's why it's really important to do your homework by yourself. Or try. If you can't, ask a friend, find online, use Chegg. I don't judge, I don't care. But try it your first self. If you don't do homework, it's not gonna help. The reason they give it to you is so that it preps you for what comes next. The third point is understand the concepts, not just the problems. In my freshman year, I had a lot of classes that gave you a review, had a problem, and the exam has the same problem with different numbers. It's easier then. It's harder when you go higher up in your classes. Each class is so much more on concepts. They're gonna change the question different ways. You see what this is? A Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube can be moved a million ways. It's still a Rubik's Cube. Similar to a problem. A problem can be moved a million ways. It's still a problem you need to solve on an exam. That's why the concept is so important. There's so many classes where the concept counts for more points than the right answer. If you get the concept right, you get 16 out of the 20 points for some of my classes. And think about it. Getting 16 points for not solving the question correctly, but understanding the concept. That's what's valuable. That's for anything. Understanding the bigger picture is so much more valuable than looking down and doing the smaller picture. The next 2 points are mainly focused on exams. These are focused specifically for people that do not understand how to study for an exam, and then they think, fudge, I failed. Yeah, you failed because you didn't study correctly. That's a simple thing, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you how to do it. The first step for exams, and I believe this is the 4th point, study 1 week before the exam. Start studying a week before the exam. Not 6 days, not 8 days, not 3 days. 7 days. I think this is right. 7 days. A week. The reason is it's worked for me. I've studied 3 days. I've not studied more than 7. So could be better. 7 days is perfect because you're always going to have something that week. For sure. Either a party, either meeting your friends, parents, anything. You're gonna have that anyway. If you start 7 days ago, you can miss a day in the middle or not study that much in the middle. But if you start closer to the day, you're rushing it. Start studying 7 days before and lock in. Get laser focused and just study. Doesn't matter what is there. Study, 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 study. The more you study, the better you'll get at the concepts. The second point is don't study for a grade. Just study. Simple. Just study. I see so many people go, oh, I need an A so that I can pass the class, so that I can get an A in the class. Okay. Then they start studying and they go, oh, I've studied enough. Or I've not studied enough. There's nothing called enough. You keep going. You don't stop. You just keep studying. I know you think that's too hard, too much work. It is. That's why it's so effective. I don't study for any class at all if there's not an exam a week before. When the week before an exam, I'm locked in. I am studying. I don't care if I need a 60, 70, 80, 100. I'm studying the same amount. I'm just keeping on studying. The night before the exam, I'm studying 10 hours, maybe 5, maybe 6. I'm just studying how much time I have, and I just keep studying. This has allowed me to go from someone who gets 80s, 60s, to consistently getting 90s in every single exam. If you do something and you get one outcome, you feel good. When you do something and you get the same outcome repetitively, your emotion doesn't change. That's what happened to me. my emotion doesn't get happier that I got an A. Never. But it feels sad when I didn't get it. That's how much my mind has been trained to get an A. I'm not saying that to boast. I'm saying that that's why this is so important. Is just study. Don't care about the grade. I'm always studying. I don't have that sense of relief. I've done enough. You cannot do enough. The only way to know you've done enough is after. There's no way you say that you've done enough. Effort is isolated from outcome. You could try 1,000% and not get it. That doesn't mean it went to waste. It's a very isolated things. This is what I'm trying to explain. All these techniques are very valuable and they're isolated. This is the highest thing that's going to correlate you to a good grade. Doesn't mean it's going to cause it. You not studying can still get 100. You studying can still get a 0. But if you study a lot, there's a very small correlation that you're going to get a 0. Obviously. It's not going to cause you to get a 0. These tips are the reason for my success. I've gone through topping my class. I've gone to getting an A in every single class except maybe a handful of them. Being a math major, I've gotten an A in every single math class, had insane success in them, gone out to party, gone out to drink, had fun with my friends, have 2 jobs. All of these things I did. I'm going to make another video on how I balanced all of that, but the studies aspect, that's the key. You use these techniques a week before. Lock in. Don't waste time. Go to class. Do your homework by yourself. Give yourself a week for an exam. Just study. I would say before I end this video, the last bonus point would be do not go out the day before the exam. You could go out 2 days before the exam. That's fine. The day before the exam, I have found I'm really tired the next day, really lazy, hungover. That's why I would say do not go out the day before the exam. You need that rest. Your mind needs that rest. I'm the number 1 person that loves to go out. I still had to force myself not to go out the day before exams. It's helped a lot, as I told you the results. And these are the techniques that helped me go from when I graduated high school, 4th quartile, lowest GPA, one of the lowest GPAs in high school among 700 people, to graduating top of my class with the highest GPA as a mathematics major, while doing every single thing I wanted to do. And this is why I wanted to make this video. Y'all could learn from my techniques, get better, and keep getting good grades. I'll see y'all later. Please watch the next video and also the previous video that's on my weight loss journey. I'll see y'all later.